It's time to stitch the tulip house on our hometown quilt. The tulip house is on page 59. I have all of my fabrics backed with fusible interfacing and I have my batting. As a reminder, I am adding batting and background quilting, which is different than the directions. I have also not cut my applique fabrics to size. I use what I need and then I'll put this aside for an additional block. Let's stitch the tulip house. So I've opened my USB and I'm going to go to my combined files house folder and I need the tulip house, which is house 11. I will hit set and embroidery and I am going to go to layout and move and bump this all the way to the top. And that way, again, I just save all the stabilizer. I still have it attached to the roll. And I will now select OK and go to the minus plus needle. And so I will stitch the placement for the batting. I'll place the batting and then run the placement for the background fabric. Now I'm going to place the background fabric, which is the sky fabric, line it up right along that tack down line, making sure that there's equal amounts hanging over the batting. Then I'm going to take my grass fabric right side down, place it right along that fabric so it lines up with the placement line, and I will run the tack down. I'm going to flip and fold the grass and finger press, and then I am just going to quickly press with an iron. And I will tape the corners down. The next step is to run the tack down, and then it will start on the background quilting. This block is all just traditional applique, so I'm going to start with the house and then it will do the door and the chimney, and I'm going to do the chimneys the same way where I stop, cut the thread, and then do the door separately. All right, let's get the house started. So for the chimneys, I'm going to go ahead and place my strip just at the top instead of cutting the thread after the first chimney. I will stop it after the second chimney, however. So I'm ready to do the windows, and I am not going to be able to use this last piece that I tried so hard to save. I might be able to use this on the final house, but I did find an extra strip. It doesn't have stabilizer on the back yet, that I must have cut when I made the strip and maybe thought I wouldn't need it. So I'm just going to cut a piece and put some interfacing on the back and then use this piece. And then I'm pretty sure that I can use this one for the pineapple house, which is our last house. Otherwise, if not, I can back another piece of this and use this. All right, so let me get that fused and then we can go on with the windows. Now the last part of this block is going to be working on both the tulips, and so you can see that it'll do one leaf on this side, one leaf on the other side with one fabric, and then the other leaf on each of the tulips is a different fabric, and then of course it'll do one tulip, one pot, one pot. So as I've done with things like the chimney and the door and the bushes when they're separated, instead of using my big long strip to span that whole area, I just think that I mean, I probably could save that center fabric, but for me, it's just easier, as I've always done this whole project, is to tack the first one down. When it cuts the thread, I will stop my machine. It will move to the next side. Then I can cut the fabric and put it on the other side. So I am going to do that for both sets of these tulips. All right, so let's get that done. So the tulip house is done. Again, I have this attached to the roll, so I'm going to cut the stabilizer right next to the block and then trim it to size. When cutting the block to size, I am going to use Lori Holt's ruler that this block is made specifically to fit. I will line up the seam between the sky and the grass right at the 1.5 inch on her ruler, and that will put the trim line right along the bottom tack down line. Now, if you are using a regular ruler, which you can, you don't have to purchase this ruler, you would need to line up 1.75 inches on the seam line and not 1.5 inches. When the 1.5 inches on her ruler is lined up, then the 1/4 inch is added to the ruler. So I hope that that makes sense. But it is 1.75 inches from the seam to the trim line on a regular ruler. All right, so now let's get this trimmed. I'll take my packet where I have all of my house blocks and I will slide this in the back. And we have one more house to finish the quilt out.